What's up, Mathis? It's your boy, Life is Zelmae, and I'm joined with
Unico Williams, baby.
Yeah, and I know we late, but I got a reason. I called my boy from Philly, Gilly, and I had a reason.
First of all, you want to talk about the disrespect? We had you guys pencil in at 5 o'clock.
We were on black people time.
That's all. You got to give us a pass. I was wondering where that was going.
Fair response.
Yeah, that's better. That is better than 90% of the excuses I get around here.
I got to be straight with you, Dave. We were on black people time.
We were on black people time, so that's why we were late today. We weren't real late. We came in the game looking like this. You know what I'm saying? Mississippi boy, looking like AT. Madam Fletcher Cox, a.k.a. By the way, I raced this dude in track in Pearl. That was amazing.
Stephanie Harvey.
We came in looking like this, and we ended up looking like we do now. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Derpy Entertainment, my guy Derpy. Always showing love on the over on that Sports Channel. Yeah, last year was bad too. But we got a little talk. We got a little talk about because y'all see the title. I'm seeing many people say the worst call in Super Bowl history. We also see that ESPN took it further today. I didn't know that. We're gonna get into that too. Because somehow it went from Pat Mahomes top 5 of all time to Pat Mahomes and Michael Jordan. And I'm like, okay.
I think you muted, bro.
All right, I'm back.
Yep, you back. My bad.
Yeah, I'm having mic issues right now, so we gotta fix that. Let me see. Where's my? I'm on this other mic and it does not sound good, so I'm trying to make sure we can get a better experience out of this.
Yeah, so a lot going on. Like that call was crazy. That call was crazy. Let's let me know when you're ready to take the wing, take it back over. But overall, enjoyed myself. But it's just I'm getting tired of a lot of these close games. Doing this kind of stuff, man. A lot of these close games, they not feeling it, man. I'm sorry. You calling calls at the wrong time. You good?
I'm trying to make sure.
I'm gonna let you finish your monologue.
We back.
Yeah, you back. I gotta let you finish your monologue. I was just trying to keep them. Go ahead, man. You got it.
Listen,
so Pat McAfee. I'm start from here. Pat McAfee.
This is the new cursed image. Every time it happens, something bad happens. Ever since I got this picture, I've been having struggles getting this stuff going.
Yeah.
It's a cursed image. Look at it. What is he drinking? Is that a special cup? What is that?
That looked like a new vitamin mineral 4 Loko energy drink that's about to come out. Non-alcoholic.
Yeah. But from what I said about Pat McAfee, I was talking about Pat McAfee.
I'm gonna let you gather your thoughts. So Pat McAfee went from it being a something out of something to him being Michael Jordan. So go ahead.
It wasn't Pat McAfee. It was ESPN. Jay Williams said he's Michael Jordan. You see a lot of people saying he's top 3 all time. We're gonna go over that, by the way.
Yes. We need to have that discussion.
Yeah. But let's go what everybody talking about. First off, great game, amazing game. And this is the dilemma you come in at. Because it was, did the Eagles get robbed or did we get robbed? I don't think the Eagles got robbed. I think we as fans got robbed, but I don't think the Eagles got robbed. And here's why I'm going to say this. Why? Because was it a good call? No, it was an absolutely terrible call. It was a terrible call. But was it the right call? Playing corner, that's the right call. You should never call that in the game, especially at the end of the game. If you call it in the first quarter, nobody cares. You call it in the second quarter, nobody cares. You call it at the beginning of the fourth quarter, nobody cares. But you called it with 1:50 left, with they ain't got no timeouts. That's tough. Like, why would? Because they have no timeouts with a minute and 50. Anything can happen. You can see something amazing, or the Chiefs can still win. Anyway,
Yeah.
Because they have no timeouts. You can't go in the middle of the field. They know you only limited what you can do. At that point, it was a minute and 50. Had no timeouts left. It was an incomplete pass. They would have had basically had a punt. I wonder why they didn't run the ball, but he did grab him. He even admitted he grabbed him. You don't even have to dispute that because it's true he grabbed him. As a corner, you are actually taught in the goal line to actually do that. Just because the coach always tell you, if you get a 5-yard penalty, we do not care as long as you didn't let them in the touchdown. And the problem with that play is they ran a same type move twice and scored off of it. So you going too far inside, he cuts outside, you grab the jersey, you slow him down. To the referee in normal situations, if you don't grab his jersey, he grabbed the jersey twice, but the first time literally slowed him down where Pat wanted to throw the ball, he couldn't. Yes, that's a flag. But you don't let that go at the end of the game. That's the problem. You stole the fans. That's why I say they steal the game from the Eagles. No, they stole us. They stole the game from the fans because that end of that great game, we end up seeing a bunch of knees get taken. And I don't think you want your game to end with knees being taken and kicking a field goal. I don't think you want to. I think you want the game to kick the field goal, let that call go through. Like I said, right call. Can't say the referee did bad. But you let that call go. He kicked the field goal. You got a minute 50 seconds left. We going off on our shield. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We going off on a great game. They robbed the fans of possibly one of the greatest games ever. The call basically took the game from a 10 to 8. But 8 is still better than most Super Bowls because I don't know if y'all watch many Super Bowls. They are usually terrible. So it's probably in the top 8 Super Bowls of all time.
I can give you that. I won't say that. Like, I think lately they haven't been just awful.
Joe, they've been some terrible Super Bowls.
I'm just saying, like I mean, we're talking.
In the 90s, all of them was terrible. So all of them were terrible.
We talking Tom Brady coming back down. You know what I'm saying? Against the Falcons. That Steelers Super Bowl, that was pretty good. Last year's Super Bowl wasn't terrible. So I mean, I haven't seen a blowout in the Super Bowl in a while. Now we know that Denver.
But that don't mean the game. Like if you go back to the Chiefs Bucks, that game wasn't that good because they didn't block a soul. You go to last year, Joe Burrow versus that Rams. That was a good game.
That was a good game.
You go the year before that, which was the Mahomes them game. You go the year before that, which it was. Who was it before that? It was Mahomes winning, right? Yeah, it was Mahomes winning. That game against that game wasn't that good. It was close, but that game wasn't good. I mean, we knew at the end of the game once Patrick Mahomes took the lead down 10, he came back that the game was over because it wasn't even that exciting. But that's in the top 8 because if you go to the 90s and 80s, all of them were blowouts. Most of the 2000s, I think, were blowouts outside of the few Brady ones. You had the kick when he elevator kicked and won the Super Bowl. But to be honest, those games were nasty. Those games wasn't really good. They were low-scoring trash games in which they barely scored. It was like 17-14.
Let's go through the just 2010 and up. Let me see. Are these right? In 2010,
you can share them, Joe.
New Orleans.
Did we lose Joe? Did we lose me? Hello? Oh, we lost Joe. Let's go. I can do it. I can keep up with Joe. Go to Super Bowl scores. We can go Super Bowl scores. We're having technical difficulties today. I'm trying to look at all the Super Bowl scores. By year. Let's go look at these. We have a lot of technical difficulties. I told you cursed image, man. I'm telling you, this. Shout out to Derpy. Pat McAfee is. I'm sorry about not doing all these. We having like a lot of technical difficulties because I'm telling you, this is a cursed image. This image is ruining the computer right now. Look at this.
What the heck? All right, cool. We back. I'm sorry, y'all. What the hell?
I'm telling you the cursed image, Joe.
In 2012, we had the Giants in New England. That was a great game. Baltimore, San Francisco, obviously a great game, lights out game. Seattle versus Denver, a blowout, 43-8. So that's one terrible game, maybe two. We'll give you 2010 Indianapolis versus New Orleans. Carolina and Denver, they just couldn't win. We all know about the Seattle versus New England, 28-24. We know about that one. Run the ball, damn it. New England coming back to beat Atlanta. That's in 2017.
That game was not that good, by the way. This Philly, I was excited we won, but that game was not that good.
How about that Philadelphia New England 41-33?
That game really wasn't that good.
It's a high scoring game, and you had the Philly special for the win.
That game was boring to watch.
Okay, New England beats the Rams.
That game was awful.
They're 13-3. Come on, 13-3.
Matthew Stafford and them couldn't move the ball at all. That game.
That was a stand around and drink game. Like everybody just stood around and drank. Then the Kansas City got their first Super Bowl with Mahomes, 31-20 against Jimmy G. Then Tampa Bay versus Kansas City, 31-9. Kansas City took that super L. I like that Rams versus Cincinnati game. I wouldn't say it was the most entertaining, but it was the fact that Cincinnati was a high-flying offense and they was making plays, but they just didn't make enough of them. And then last night was a good game until that moment. It was a good game until that moment.
I think it went from probably one of the best Super Bowls ever to a really good Super Bowl.
Dallas Goedert didn't catch that ball for the first and foremost. That was not a catch.
Like, if you want to start arguing, you can start arguing the calls against that too. By the way,
yeah, like because he did not he bobbled the ball, and then he got one foot down. The second foot didn't come down, so that was not a catch. And then and then in that situation, when it comes to that holding, you don't call that in that situation.
You don't call it. That's my
and especially, I know catchable ball only has to do with pass interference. I get that, but me being a wide receiver, I'm not hooping and hollering if I don't get that call. I'm just going. I'm going to look at. I'm looking at it more or less like that was a bad ball. I'm more or less mad at the quarterback for throwing a bad ball, honestly. In that situation, I'm not even looking for the ref in that situation. I didn't even have a chance. I had him beat, but you didn't throw me a good ball.
Well, it took you a long time because he did hold you technically. So He was about to get sacked, so he just threw it up. That's the reason why he can't do it.
I'm not going. I'm sorry. Even as a wide receiver, I'm not. I'm sorry.
Y'all do want to let. I don't know. Y'all receiver do line. Yeah, he always. That's the one thing I always had a. Tom Brady cried for call. Pat don't really cry for call, so I don't think it's the same. Tom Brady will look at the referee like this. Joe, you remember what that Super Bowl? He looked at the referee like this.
Yeah, that's Jordan. That's Jordan-esque right there. That's Jordan-esque. But Derpy Entertainment is bringing up a pretty good point here in the comments.
Yeah, he talking about Tom Brady always getting bailed out of his career.
Well, what you think of the comment in regards to him saying I held him? I just hoped I would have got away with it.
In terms of comment, he knew he did. Like I said, you are taught as a corner to do it, and on the goal line, they say you rather have that than give up a touchdown because it's only 5 yards. So he knew it probably might get called because, again, that same little comeback and out scored twice. So they do it again. You like, no, I ain't gonna let you get away. Grab jersey, make Pat hold it a little longer. If it's called at the beginning of the fourth quarter, nobody cares. It just at that moment, at that time, you probably shouldn't. You should swallow that whistle and just go. Now, if you want people to argue, hey, I'm for calling the calls all through the game. Fair. I guess why I can't call it the worst call in Super Bowl history because it technically wasn't a bad call.
Mm.
But You probably shouldn't call it. That's all I'm saying.
In this situation.
And that's from a
I
corner.
say just don't call that. Don't call it.
Yeah, just don't call it. Because for the people that's arguing all the points, I'm like, listen, I play that position. You get called it. Oh, you want to talk about the audience? Oh, I know what you're talking about. They hate when LeBron cry about call, but don't say nothing when Tom Brady do. I get what you're saying now. They defend Brady for it. It's the same thing when Dez Bryant used to yell on the sideline. They're like, he's the worst teammate, and he'd be like, Tony Romo,
okay, got you. Thanks, Derpy. I'm sorry about that.
I believe in you. And he yelled at Tony Romo, look at him berating Tony Romo. And you listen to him and they actually play it, and everybody on ESPN like, oh, my bad. But Tom Brady be like, Julian Edelman, you a bitch. And I'm like, oh. Oh. No, he didn't say you a bitch. He basically told Julian Edelman, you suck and you need to get better. And I'm like, oh, that's the opposite of what Dez Bryant was doing, but Dez Bryant is the one getting vilified. It was the same week, too. Tom Brady throw his helmet on the floor, everything, cussing people
iPads,
out.
kids in Africa over there gathered around their TVs and watching him just throw iPads around. They're like, damn, we could have played Club Penguin on that.
Please don't play Club Penguin. But ultimately, like I said, Dez Bryant just said, come on, Romo, I believe in you. You're my boy. You're my guy. And they're like, Dez Bryant is a horrible teammate. He should be kicked out the league. And I'm like, whoa. Tom Brady
I think as black people, we just give off a scary, kind of like intimidating just because we exist thing. So anytime we are actually like turning up, people will be like, oh my God, it's finally happened. Race war. Like, no, I was just telling my team to like, let's do better at football.
But LeBron didn't get that. He get crybaby. They like calling him a crybaby.
They do like to call him a crybaby.
But one thing I love is I wish I had that picture of all the dudes with the like shades on. LeBron's a crybaby. You know how that picture they like have all the MAGA people in that little clubhouse?
Yeah.
They took that screenshot.
Yeah.
Like, LeBron's a crybaby. And all the dudes look like that. Like I said, it's a great Super Bowl. I want to do this before we go move on to this other thing. Jalen Hurts put himself in that category that everybody else have left him off of all year. He put himself in it. That Joe Burrow, Josh Allen underneath Patrick Mahomes level.
Yep. Patrick Mahomes stands on his own at this point.
Oh, he in the league by himself.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And we gonna get that. We gonna get that in a minute. But then you got, and then you got this interesting side because who on that next tier? And do you put Josh Allen on that tier? Because
let's. Are we?
I'm putting Hurts ahead of Josh Allen. His leadership is just talent-wise. Josh Allen is up there with Patrick Mahomes.
We were debating Mahomes and Josh Allen this year.
That's dead. That's dead.
Okay, so I gotta let him. I'm giving him grace, and he can stay in that tier below for one more season. Then we can have another conversation.
But he loses to all the others. That's the problem. He go against Pat in the playoff, lose. He go against Joe Burrow, lose every time. Every time he goes against him. Every time he goes against Pat, he loses. Every time he goes,
he doesn't lose a tier just because he's losing to his peers.
Well, if you can't beat him, how can you, Joe? If me and you play every time we play, and I beat you every time, you gonna
maybe you barely beat me though, just like they barely beat Josh Allen.
But if I always beat you,
we still compete. Because what about Patriots? What about Peyton Manning and Tom Brady? You can't discredit Peyton Manning in his career, even though Tom Brady beat him all the time.
It's gonna be up for the discussion soon too. Now, Pat might have. Hey, we're gonna have that conversation soon. Give us about 15 minutes. But I'm just saying that tier list thing. Once you start losing consistently to all the people in this second tier list, Pat to elevate it to another tier list. But once you lose to everybody in this tier list, it's hard for me to put you, because you didn't just lose to one person. You losing to all of them. That's the problem. You might be on that third tier list with Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert on the come-up list.
No. You being a little disrespectful right now.
Listen, you got to beat Justin Herbert. I think you should have beat one of them. Beat one of these young. Beat Lamar Jackson. Beat just one of these people on this high list. Don't go beat up on Miami Dolphins with the third string quarterback or you barely win the game. Don't you got to some way, like everybody, you guys somehow beat one of these people to get on this list. That's all I'm saying. Just one win.
Next year is going to tell the story. So I'm going to let him stay
if
there
he lose
one more
again,
year.
What? If he going to get Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence and lose to them, what we saying?
We'll talk about it. We'll have that conversation when it happens.
You know what I'm saying? It's just hard when you continuously lose to that same tier list over and over again and be like, oh, yeah, you on this tier. Well, you don't beat no one on the tier. That's always the issue. Beat Lamar Jackson at least, because shoot, I don't even know if you beat the third tier list. You ain't got a chance yet.
Like I can't be mad at Vegeta because he don't beat mains, but he's still up there.
He up there, but he ain't with it.
He ain't.
You like the cousin that hang around, but you ain't the cousin we picked.
Man, it's getting real disrespectful up in here when you talking about the Prince of No One. Hey, listen, man. I don't know. I'm watching him next season, okay? And I'm letting him. He can stay with the kids. He's with the kids right now.
Josh, all I'm saying is Stephon Diggs can't keep looking out of this confetti falling every year.
Like, I'm gonna compare it to Thanksgiving. Pat Mahomes' grandpa. Y'all gonna bring him. Y'all bringing him a plate. He getting a plate. Y'all bringing him a plate. Jalen, Joe Burrow, them that crew, even Josh Allen, they at the adult table, but Josh Allen, he's starting to look to go to the kiddie table with, you know what I'm saying, with that boy down there with Jacksonville. That's all I'm saying. And then if he keep on playing around, he gonna end up being the guy that come and pick up a plate to go after everybody else done ate. Ain't welcome and want him to keep his hands in his pocket and make sure he don't steal. So he get close to, he's on his way down. I'll give you that. I'm just saying, let him hang around for a second.
Yeah, I know he's close. I know he's been close in all the games. But we talking about the top. Close don't cut it. Nobody care about second play. Goku first place, Vegeta. We love you. We want you to win, but for some reason
we praying for you. I was rooting for you.
And they like, no, Goku get to win. Bro, we had if y'all don't know, we had the arc just recently. We thought Vegeta got a new form. Like, oh, Vegeta finna win. Like, nope. Goku got it. It ain't your job, dog. It's the winner job to win. You just really good at entertaining.
You ever have a chip with too much dip on it? You have to take your finger and just slide it off. It was too much. That's what's going on right now. What we got from Derpy over here?
Shout out to Derpy. Because, see, I'm a Cavs and Steelers fan. I think it's really funny. All the hate to LeBron, but they would die for a guy that had bet out most of his career. True.
Agreed.
LeBron, you can't argue top two all time if you put anybody else in there. It's weird. Unless you're a Kobe stan, but y'all different anyway. Y'all niggas wear Kobe jerseys every day of y'all life. Like, that's dedication. Like, it took about 5 years for us to get our Allen Iverson jersey with me. But I got over it. Had to be honest sooner or later. Yeah, I ain't really.
You know they did that thing the other day. They did that thing the other day about like who beating this team, and it was Shaq, Kobe, Michael Jordan, LeBron, and AI. And I said if they lose a game, they gonna make AI the scapegoat.
Everybody gonna blame AI. Like,
they gonna blame AI if they lose.
AI getting traded, his career diminished. That's a fair point.
That's an okay opinion. I mean, we all learn something from the past.
I'll be honest. Kobe all time great. The only reason he can't never get to the higher level because he did play like MJ. Exactly. Like, it's hard. Like, you can't come up after the original and then play exactly like the original, even if you're great. That's like a perfect example of somebody being like literally the same person and then being like, yeah, you can't, even though you're great all the time, we can't put you up there because you basically him. Which is interesting thing. Like,
we all learn from somebody, and you either build on it or maybe you just play the same game. But he was able to achieve it and do it at a high level and win championships.
Which is rare, by the way. That's
I'm not taking Kobe. I'm not taking anything away from Kobe at all.
6 is interesting. Derpy, you can tell us what your top 5 is.
Yeah, go ahead and put your while we move on to the next topic. Go ahead and put your top 5.
Yeah, because I'm interested to see.
In order, please.
It don't even have to be. I just want to see who you got ahead of Kobe. But
what's the next topic?
We have seen that ESPN. I can't show clips of ESPN like to do it, but they have put Patrick Mahomes top 3 all time, and I was like, that is insane. Y'all are crazy. And then I looked at the list and I said, Tom Brady better, Joe Montana better.
A team game, a team sport, and you got the skills you got. Sometimes it's not your fault that you lose. His skill set, he's got 2 Super Bowl rings in 5 years.
He's probably the greatest thrower, one of the greatest throwers I've ever seen in my life at SOL.
Talent. We even saw him take off last night for a first down. He came back in a situation where I thought the Eagles might have been, because I was like, they're just overmatched. That's what I was thinking all night. On paper, they're just overmatched. The line, the defense, you don't have any wide receivers. And I'm sorry. When they put Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes on the cover of Madden in the same year, it was okay to do that. We're literally passing the torch to Pat Mahomes.
He has the most Super Bowls in the league right now at 27.
This new generation now has to chase him, correct?
Yes, and they already by 2 Super Bowls and 2 MVP. Lamar Jackson got 1 MVP, but he has no Super Bowl. None of them others got anything. Joe Burrow went to a Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts went to a Super Bowl.
That's all you got.
All the other people with Super Bowls are like Joe Flacco, Nick Foles, Matt Ryan. Well, Matt Ryan didn't win Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford.
Russell Wilson has 1. He has 2 appearances, 1 win.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers got 2 appearances.
Who else? Who? Yeah,
Tom Brady dominated, so it ain't that many other people. Tom Brady.
Yeah, pretty much.
7. So you look at the top 5 list. You see Peyton Manning. That his second Super Bowl, he did nothing.
No, they gift wrapped that to him and said, "Now get your ass out of here, man."
That man had 100 yards in that playoff game, and Von Miller had like all the touchdowns, just taking the ball from Cam Newton. Now. So I'm like, he did nothing. I saw a stat also that he's the only 3 quarterbacks Joe got 2 MVPs and 2 Super Bowls. It's Tom Brady, Joe Montana, and Patrick Mahomes. So that's our list, ain't it? I was looking at like John Elway. So you have John Elway up here. The thing about John Elway got how many Super Bowl? How many MVP?
Plenty.
But it don't match up. Pat got more.
Hold it down for a hot second.
Okay, you got Steve Young. Steve Young had like probably the most amazing team ever, and Steve Young put him ahead of him. He gave it to him himself. Troy Aikman. Emmitt Smith, Deion Sanders, the defense, everybody. Do you really give it to Troy Aikman? I'm like, who you?
No. I'm sorry, I came in on Troy Aikman. No.
John Elway, Peyton, Troy Aikman, Steve Young. None of them moved Pat to 4. I mean 3. I mean 4. None of them. I'm like, Pat got more skills than Peyton. He done already won as many Super Bowls as Peyton at 27. It's like he's chasing legacy now. He ain't even chasing nothing else.
We're done with the do you deserve a $500 million deal? Anything? We're past all that. He did
with rookies, Joe. Joe, he had 6 rookies starting last night. 6. That's incredible. Like, he get all the money. 6. We get keep me Kelsey, keep me Andy Reid, keep me Chris Jones. Everybody else we'll figure out. That just say even lose Tyreek Hill. We forget, Joe, that Tyreek Hill left this squad. He got to prove me he can do it. So who was that, Joe? Stephen A. Smith. He got to prove me he can do it. Take away Tyreek and all these other people. Let me take away Tyreek. Next year
that man had no big names. Shout out to Andy Reid doing what you say he will not do, which is run the ball. Shout out to him for doing that yesterday. That little
in the second half. The first half he did not.
The first half, that little running back was doing pretty good.
He was, but technically, that's unfair to say because the first half they didn't get the ball because they barely had any play. Let's see what he said. Let's see what Derpy said. I like how Carey finally moved in the top 10. Shout out to Carey after last year's championship. I ain't gonna argue with your top 5. Maybe I could probably move Kobe ahead of maybe Bird and maybe.
Listen here.
But I ain't mad at it. I ain't gonna argue.
Look at these wide receivers for the Chiefs real quick. Juju Smith-Schuster, who just got lucked up into one of the best situations you can be. He has 7 receptions for 53 yards. Didn't do anything with the ball after he caught it.
Shout out to him because Chris Jones told him after they beat him in the playoff last year, he said, "Come over here to win you a Super Bowl." He like, "I won." We got Pat, bro. Come on here and get you a Super Bowl. That's a crazy thing to do. He said Chris Jones said, "We got Pat. Come over here and win you a Super Bowl."
We already know about Travis Kelce. We know about him. We knew he was getting the ball, but
Joe, that's what they said about LeBron, Joe. They said that about LeBron. Come over here, you win your championship.
You're right, and they're right. Or you at least going?
Now you saying that about Pat? Oh, I understand why you. I didn't even argue, Derp. I knew why you hated Juju.
Hold on, let me keep going real quick. Justin Watson had 2 catches for 18 yards. Jerick McKinnon had 3 receptions for 15 yards.
He a running back.
Noah Gray had 1 reception for 6 yards.
He a running back too.
He number 83.
Oh, he ain't a running back. I don't know who that Noah Gray is.
Kadarius Toney, number 19, 1 reception for 5 yards.
A big touchdown though. And shout out to him for that punt return. That punt return was amazing.
That was big. But I'm saying, bruh, who's getting a max wide receiver?
I love this.
Who's getting a max wide receiver contract out of that group?
None of them.
0. None of them.
Kelce.
You got it. I told you we already know about Kelce. We ain't got to speak on him. We ain't got to speak on his name. Come on.
Tony could, but Tony injured too much.
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. Y'all said take away all them weapons. They did that.
He played with a rookie running back.
This proved it because isn't that what Tom Brady did? Tom Brady made people money.
Oh no, high ankle sprain, Joe.
He was better after 2 weeks. I'm not letting that ride. I'm not letting that.
Joe, it takes 6 weeks to get.
No, it doesn't. I've had it in football. It's basketball where it bothers you because you do it every single day and it's constant activity. Where in football, you take breaks. You're explosive for a second. You take breaks. It's more. I've had the injury. I've dealt with it. I know in football, 2 weeks off, you're fine.
He re-aggravated, but he did take a Percocet, and that was it. When he took that perk, he was
Tramadol, little Tramadol.
Joe, he came out halftime. They gave him something at halftime. He's sticking his tongue out. Oh yeah.
He's sticking his tongue out. All that stuff.
He don't feel nothing, Joe. But Joe, I had to put him at 3. I was arguing in my mind all night when I heard them say that, and I couldn't find somebody I would really put ahead of him. That's crazy, Joe.
If you say so.
Joe, look through the list of Hall of Fame quarterbacks. I'm like,
it's no. I mean, yeah, it's hard to argue that.
I put Joe, I put Tom, and then after that, it's like Joe and Tom. I didn't even know the gap between Joe and Tom was that big between everybody. Like, because I'm like, he got a long way to reach them. But then he's already hit all the them. How big is this gap? Like, even if he win next year's Super Bowl, I'm like, he still ain't caught Joe Montana and Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
I'm not. He's not. He probably caught Joe. We know he's more talented. We know he's more talented than Joe Montana. I know that.
But Joe was him.
No, he might have been him, but he's not him though.
Joe was him.
He's not Patrick Mahomes. I'll take Patrick Mahomes over Joe Montana any day of the week.
Joe him.
In this game, come on, y'all, come on. Don't leave that shit in the past because don't start getting into this LeBron. Kobe, LeBron, Michael Jordan, Kareem debate. No, athletes get better. I'm sorry. Joe Montana can't hold a candle to Patrick Mahomes. Come on, man. That's crazy talk. That's like, man, because that's like saying if Kareem played in art, man, Kareem get his ass tore up, period. But you put LeBron in his era, that's 100 points a game. You talking about Wilt did 100 points, LeBron getting 100 points a game. Ain't nobody touching the ball. He gonna be Lisa Leslie with the rock. Come on, and let's talk about Lisa Leslie. Going back out that way, man. Put Candace Parker in Lisa Leslie's era, dogging her. Come on, man.
This stream element. I've been on here for weeks, and you finally work. What is wrong with you? Where have you been?
It just sits there most of the time.
Yeah, bro. I told you to do this every 15 minutes, and you didn't do it, and I just gave up. And now you telling me now you want to say support the channel on the Overall Analyst Sports channel. What? Bro, I don't know what Joe Montana him. Joe him. I put him third, but Joe him.
Go ahead, go on about your business. All I'm saying, I'm taking Pat Mahomes all day.
But Pat Mahomes got a good chance to pass. He got a lot of time to. He got at least 13 more years to get 2 more rings, and then I could put him past Joe Montana. But that's 13 years to get to. So, and he's just going to keep getting better. So that's scary. So I'm assuming he will. Catching Brady going to be interesting.
That's a tough feat. That's a tough thing to do. But, I mean, I think these quarterbacks nowadays, barring their health, I think they got 20-year careers in them too. So we'll see.
And that's the thing I got with Pat versus all these other quarterbacks. Pat solidified. He going for legacy now. Y'all got to fight with each other just to
get a ring. Or
like
what you said to get respect.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, all these great quarterbacks. Y'all got to get one first.
Oh, and Lamar Jackson, he's on that legacy train right now too. Quiet as kept. He's on trial. Everybody else is trying to build up, and we're giving them a pass. They're young, they're kids. Lamar Jackson been in this league long enough. His legacy's about to be on trial, bro.
If you get anything, the AFC is by itself. If you get anywhere near prime Deshaun Watson bet, despite how you feel about him, the AFC nasty. and guess who's still at the top?
Pat.
He's still there.
By itself. Absolutely. No argument from me there.
No, I was saying there, but this man, like, I think he personally, that's a kind of, I love Joe Montana though, even though he wasn't.
My final thing on it is if they told me that both of them was free agents in their prime, and I don't even know if Patrick Mahomes is at his prime right now. I think he's like entering it. I'm taking Pat Mahomes over Joe Montana all day long. Sorry.
I told people always, I said Tyreek Hill, losing Tyreek Hill gonna make him a better quarterback. It ain't gonna.
And he was already great. He was already great.
Yeah, so I was saying, and I was telling people that because I'm like, he not gonna always depend on Tyreek. He's gonna learn how to play the game at a faster pace, which he did, by the way. You saw Joe just listed out Noah Brown. I don't even know who that is. He caught a pass. Noah Gray. I don't even know who that is. He was just throwing to everybody on the roster. Oh, McKinney, go out there, receiver. I'll throw you the ball. Last year, the year before, or Tyreek hit.
Right.
Somewhere. Now he's playing quarterback. And if he continue to progress at quarterback, he already the most talented dude in the league between him and Josh Allen. I think he just hit levels above mentally than Josh Allen, which is my problem with Josh Allen. But now he's like, okay, I can find this dude. Okay, I can find anybody. Noah Gray, I don't even know who you are. We just picked you off the bench. Go out there and run anything. I throw the ball, get it open. I'm like, that's crazy. Scott Jordan caught that little prop too. He showed up out of nowhere, and if he get better, oh my god, he's fast. If he start catching the ball, and if they ever get Tony healthy, that's what I'm saying, Derpy. That's what Tom did. He started learning. He started playing quarterback. Except for the scary thing about Pat is Pat arm stuff. He's arm better. He can do more different throws, and he can run extra. poverty at best talking about Deshaun Watson. But like I said, if he come back, that AFC got a Trevor Lawrence just stepped into the realm of actually not being a bust and being a good quarterback. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Deshaun. And I'm looking at the now you show up every 5 minutes. What you want to work today? Thank you for actually working.
Let's just be thankful and move on. And so you about to speak on the NFC quarterbacks?
I'm like, Jalen Hurts might be the best one beside Aaron Rodgers. When you think about it, I was thinking last night, like, beside Aaron Rodgers, who Jalen Hurts not better than?
So if we're talking about the NFC quarterback list right now,
yeah,
I mean, or just people in that conversation, because I'm not going to list them as good, bad, whatever. I'm just thinking about who's in the conversation of like best quarterback in the NFC. Obviously we're talking Aaron Rodgers.
Yes. Jalen Hurts is second MVP.
And Jalen Hurts.
After that, it gets Kirk Cousins, Dak.
I mean, at this point, we're not even talking about. They're not even almost great. Kirk Cousins not great. Dak Prescott's not great. Who else? Jimmy Garoppolo's not great.
Brock Purdy, Geno Smith,
not great quarterbacks. They're not in anybody's conversation outside of this. Is the first time that they would ever be mentioned in a top quarterback conversation right now in the NFC. All they're saying is who's the top quarterbacks in the NFC. That's the only time these fools will ever be in the NFC. Be in a conversation for best quarterback or anything.
They won't start in the NFC.
Yeah, honestly right now somebody might start for the Colts. Somebody in the NFC could start for the Colts right now. I will give you that, and that might actually help solidify if they're a good quarterback or not.
Derek Carr go to the Saints, which is rumored. He will literally be the third best quarterback in the NFC. Joe, he wasn't the third best quarterback in the division. He was benched.
I can agree with that. I mean, well, Tom's gone. Yeah, he would be the third best quarterback. He would be, yeah.
If we go to the Saints,
Aaron Rodgers, Jalen, and him. And then, Aaron Rodgers
and Dak. You got Kirk, Dak. Maybe Justin Fields if he ever get a line, but they gonna hurt him before he gets there.
You got Jared Goff. He played well. It's just their defense was terrible, but they put up a lot of points this year. So I don't want to discredit him. He is a Super Bowl caliber quarterback at some point with a great defense. But they put up a lot of points this year, so I don't want to discredit him.
You can say Matthew Stafford, but
Matthew Stafford. There's a point in time where I'd be like, he's a great quarterback. Right now, he's looking like an okay one. So he definitely is in the division he belongs in, which he's always been in. But he's not like if they had Matt Stafford from a few years ago, and then he stays. 100%. Great quarterback, but right now
when he won the Super Bowl, I feel like he got injured and that was it. I think, and he getting older.
He can ride off into the sunset right now too, for all I care, and for all intents and purposes. Matthew, like the Rams, can go ahead and move on. They got that Super Bowl. He had a good career, and that is what it is. Who else? So
I would love for Washington to go to Lamar Jackson to go to the NFC.
Murray.
You get him to the NFC. You got
Kyler Murray's not in that conversation. He's paid big bucks, and we're not even talking about him being a great quarterback. He made a lot of money.
Get all the quarterback. That's weird. NFC literally got all of
them. Who's the best in the NFC South right now?
Saints ain't got a quarterback. Carolina ain't really got a quarterback. The Buccaneers ain't got a quarterback. And who the other team?
Falcons.
They ain't got a quarterback.
That's a whole division with no quarterback. That's 4 teams in the NFC that just don't have a quarterback at all.
I said Derek Carr go to the Saints. He gone.
Derek Carr goes there. Runaway champion Saints. I mean, I don't want to discredit Jameis Winston. I just don't know where he's going.
I need him to play. That's the problem.
NFC, and we've done the NFC West. Absolutely terrible. NFC North, like I said,
Brock Purdy was the man in that division. He was Mr. Irrelevant.
I mean, come on, man. Yeah.
I was thinking on like that's insane. Jalen Hurts might be a clear cut.
Like but that's why people should be in our heart on Dak Prescott right then and there. It's for that reason. They're hard on Dak Prescott because who's your competition? Who?
Like I'm top 4.
Who? Like you should be going to the playoffs and winning because you only have to go. We just told you who you have to go through. Jalen and Aaron Rodgers. That's all you have to go through. Come on. Hold on. Does that not make sense? Dallas fans have every right in the world to be upset with that. You got paid all that money. Kyler Murray, you got paid all that money. All you got to do is go through 2 people. Can you at least make the playoffs and have a
you're a quarterback in the NFC East? You getting paid to not play well. Kirk Cousins, Dak. Hey, listen. NFC East quarterbacks trash. You go to the NFC, they're like, no, we getting rid of you. We ain't got no quarterback.
Who knows in Washington? There's that. Who knows in Washington? Then you got who else in that division? Obviously Dak, and then Philadelphia. Yes, you do have to deal with Jalen Hurts and that good football team 2 times a year. Okay, I'll give you that. That could be 2 L's right there. And then it's who else in the NFC least? Eagles, Washington,
the best
Dallas.
one out there, but Daniel Jones.
And
Vanilla Vic out here looking like the man for a game, and then he played the Eagles.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Dak and them should be in the conversation every single year to go to the Super Bowl. Not just because y'all want him to go, Dallas fans. I'm talking about because look at the competition in the NFC. Look at the competition in the NFC. Who are you playing against and who are you losing to? Come on, man.
Most is gonna be probably. I said it last night. It's Eagles. It's gonna be the Eagles and 49ers because the 49ers got probably the best team in the league without a quarterback. They can just stuff anybody in there. They look
injuries. Good. And first of all, when it comes to 49ers, I want to say injuries. Period.
Yeah.
That I think that they were on pace to do very well.
But like I said, they put a tight end 1-on-1 against one of the best pass rushers in the league. By the way, shout out to Kansas City offensive line. No sacks. With that defense, everybody on that defensive line got, it's like 3 dudes with 10 sacks on the defensive line. Kansas City offensive line, after what happened 2 years ago, they said, don't worry about it. We cut everybody on the offensive line. Not one person coming back. And we're going to build a whole new one. And they gave up no sacks to that Philadelphia Eagles defense. So shout out to that offensive line. Eagles got the best offensive line in the league. Kansas City probably got the 3rd. Dallas probably had the 2nd. But Dallas got Zeke. Zeke a worse contract than that. Zeke makes so much money. Zeke is a goal line back, dog. And he get paid like $50 million. Zeke get $20 million to be a goal line back. Tony Pollard don't get in because Zeke get paid so much money.
Yeah, and at some point you got to make football decisions. You got to say, Pollard is going to be better at the 35 to get us a chunk play and let him run it a little bit to see what he got. Once we get a little closer to the, the red zone, then all right, Zeke, go ahead and get in there for us. He done turned into a fullback for whatever, an overpaid fullback, if you ask me. But
Zeke literally
Zeke got a bag. Honestly, first of all, Dallas, after his contract is over with, Dallas may not re-sign him. Also, if he does resign, it'll be for much less. They might not even care to pick him back up, and he may not care to go back. Thirdly, I don't know who's picking him up. Who's going out there and saying we just need Zeke? We got a body of work for Zeke that says that you're not what we paying you for. I'm a big Buckeye fan, my doggone self. There's no way.
When Zeke first got in the league and he was hungry, when he did this, you knew what time it was.
But then he got his plate. But then Zeke got his plate, and he kept overeating. And then he didn't know he was out of shape, in shape. Stop playing. Give me the ball on the 3-yard line, and let me get on in there.
You know what it was, Joe? He messed with the white girl.
I'm not going to speak on that. I ain't going to speak on that because
they called the police on him.
Because Patrick Mahomes' daddy knew what he was doing.
Yo, I need that Twitter. I said, that is the most blackest man I ever seen. We smoking on that Philly pack.
And he already got major league experience. He's a professional athlete. His doggone self. I'm telling you, when they showed that man's daddy for the first time, I did not know that's how it's gonna be. I thought it's gonna be a square and just be like, yeah, well, because Pat Mahomes, man, maybe he didn't spend no time with his daddy growing up. Maybe they just stayed up under their mama all the time.
But you can say Drake the same thing with Drake. Drake did it like a gangster. You be, huh? I know he from Memphis.
Drake might have hung with his daddy. I don't know.
Hey, what you think about John Morant daddy? I don't get the same energy from John Morant daddy. Like, he's just a fan. Shout out to him. I love it though. He love it.
John Morant, he that young enough dad to still be cool with you. You know what I'm saying? But like he wasn't really like your daddy like that. Like y'all end up being boys. You know what I'm saying? And then I can't even say that. I tell you this, he looked like he ready to step out on John Morant's mama though. That's what he looked like. He looking younger by the game. You feel me? So I know he getting them looks at the game. John Morant daddy, and he got some money. And he from South Carolina, yo, country boy. Come on, he got a family up the road. Come on, man, you already know.
Shout out to Sumterville. Sumterville, that's a dangerous place. Do not go there unless you really about that. You know what I'm saying? That's even though some people said Jai ain't really like that. He was like the protected kid. So shout out to him too. Where is this at? I'm trying to see if I can find the clip of his dad. Did I not send it? Did I send it to y'all? Where did I send this clip at, Joe?
I don't know where he saved that. But yeah, that's where I'm at. In that quarterback conversation, that's where I'm at. We got some more. We got any more topics?
Shout out to LeBron for breaking the record. The referees had a horrible season this year.
You talking about Gilly? This Gilly clip?
Oh, Gilly clip is was black people time.
Oh, okay.
We was late, so I was like, we on black people time. Let me see.
Well, the best.
Here you go. I got it now. Let me full send it. I wish I had more time, but I was getting a van fixed, so I didn't.
It's all right. It's all right, man. He's always watching.
Here you go.
Hey, it was Joe Burrow last week. It's Philly this week.
That is the most black daddy thing I've ever seen.
Man, bruh.
Somebody come get your daddy. Pat, come get your daddy. Pat lived an interesting life. From looking at his brother and his wife. his mom seemed like the most normal. And then you got him. And his daddy completely different. Like, shout out to you, bro. You smoking that Philly pack? Oh, maybe it evens out, Joe. Maybe between his daddy. What does Jackson Mahomes do? How is he born?
I know what Jackson Mahomes do.
So how is Jackson Mahomes born?
In a loving, caring family that let him express himself however he want to. The daddy, his daddy wasn't watching him. I know that much. Because after me seeing his daddy at this point, he'd be the one that go in there. Y'all still in that damn game? That's the kind of daddy I see. Hell, you in here dancing like a sissy? That's the dad that's give it. That's what I'm saying. I think they daddy didn't spend enough time with Jackson. It's like, man, we're gonna focus on Pat because this little motherfucker over here, he want to dance all damn day. Tell Pat Mahomes, mama, get your son. I ain't dealing with that shit today.
He throw Jackson the football. He starts spinning like Michael Jackson. Give me the ball back. Give me the ball back, son. Pat, come on, just me and you. He gonna sit there and dance while we playing.
He be trying to give him life lessons, and then he equates everything to like on Fortnite. No, nigga, not like on Fortnite.
Man was twerking his mama.
Man, Patrick Mahomes, them daddy ain't spend no time with that Jackson boy. He tried his best. He tried the best he could. Try to have one-on-one conversations with him. And he's like, ooh, Club Penguin. We ain't talking about that, man. Pat, when you go to the league, he going with you.
Shit. Man, I had dancing on murals of players. Get y'all off the sideline.
His brother getting the acceptance speech. He over there in the back of the dog going, go on, sit down. Daddy mad at him, man.
Can't take it. My man is I actually did. I was agreeing with Joe. I didn't know it was Patrick Mahomes. I knew it daddy from playing with the Red Sox. But I didn't know, like, you don't really baseball player, you never see their personality.
You right about that. So if you ain't Dion or Big Papi or one of them that be in front of the camera like that.
They hated. You remember Manny Ramirez showed their personality? They hated him. Manny.
Oh, yeah. You messed up
Manny was wild
the game.
Yo, Manny was wild though. I ain't gonna lie. That man, they out there batting. That man taking a. I'm like, bro, what hit the ball?
He ain't, man. Manny Ramirez was not wild. He was just doing everyday regular stuff you would do if you was out there playing ball with your boys, man. He ain't do nothing.
Bro, they was batting him, man. When it took a base. Somebody was hitting.
That's why I don't like. There's two sports that I don't like. In regards to like the rules.
I feel suck, by the way.
What you call it, the unspoken rules. I hate golf course rules. I can't stand those. It's always there's an etiquette. There's all this stuff. I'm like, man, we are at Crestview. What? This is not the PGA Tour. We don't got to do all that. Everybody out here drinking Michelob's and stuff, and you talking about you need to hurry up. Why I gotta hurry up? Now he been over there pouring drink after drink, beer after beer. He been at the ninth hole all day, and you over here trying to tell me to hurry up. I don't like golf stuff, and I definitely don't like unwritten baseball rules because I just don't. They so stuck in tradition. I don't give a damn about that stuff, man. I don't care about that tradition stuff.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Left field is the worst position to ever play. It is the worst place. Bro, you be out there, and you'll be just standing out there, and you be waiting for the ball, and nobody ever hit it to you. You just be like that. The whole game. It'll be a game where you don't never get the ball seen your way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's up with all these old school rules where you need to like when they talk about the dog days of summer where you playing in AAA baseball and all that stuff, and you have to ride the bus and play 90 million games in 110-degree heat, and you stand out there the whole time and don't get no action until you go up to bat. Like, man, baseball sometimes can feel like just a big ass waste of time, man. I ain't gonna lie. But that's where I stand, man. Them unwritten rules and all that mess. I can't do it, man. That tradition stuff, I can't do it.
Yeah, it's very strange. I don't have nothing else. Great week in sports. We go to the Overall 99 Media channel on our main channel. Go subscribe there. We did talk about sports on that channel, even though it was a random Monday show. Make it make sense. Well, we gave our predictions and stuff, and I was right. By the way, I picked the Super Bowl.
Shout out to Zelmae. Kinda picked the Super Bowl.
I picked the team that won, and I picked the two teams in it. That's what I need. Matter of fact, what team did I get? I didn't pick Jacksonville. Jacksonville messed me up every game this season. I could have probably won money if we went for Jacksonville. But I always pick against Jacksonville because they Jacksonville. But shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all. Joe, what can they find you?
Unico Williams back. UnicoWilliams.com. I'm back up and running, man. We put in that ticket. Field Technical Operations Services came and fixed me up, so we back. So all my links, all the new links, everything is updated. So you guys, you can just go to UnicoWilliams.com. It'll take you to my personal page. I'm mad. Let me get mad at somebody real quick. First and foremost, where's my card? Where's my card at GameStop? I have a $75 card so I can start going to Hogwarts, and they ain't sent the check. And you talking about 48 hours for you to send me an email with my code on it? I'm not going for it. You're messing with my money. I'm trying to stream the doggone game and start up some controversy, and I can't have my card. Give me my card. Give me my PlayStation Store gift card because it's sold out physically, or I would have already bought it, right? But I want to get it from the PlayStation Store. I have this PlayStation card. I want it so I can play Hogwarts. GameStop, count your days. I'm off work today. I wanted to play the game all day.
Yeah, we was looking forward
Abracadabra.
to the Unico streams. Shout out to Flacco. He getting all his content back from No Jumper Plantation that he's on. Casual Conversations will be Wednesday on the Overall 99 main channel. So go follow Overall 99 Media. We will be talking a lot of No Jumper news. Why? They crazy. They got a weird script going on. Everybody want to fight everybody. Adam, apparently House Phone slept with Adam's wife before they met, and that's his best friend. And Adam outed him for being with a trans person. So it's strange. It's a strange event over there. Then basically he quit, I guess. I don't know. Then AD Brothers said Adam did something today, and Flacco made like 8 videos on the one subject, all when they getting his money up. And he worked there, and we were making fun of him because he the one who started all the drama with everybody. And then now he has no drama. He just watching everybody else drama. And now Whack 100 said he'll get somebody else, some AD to beat up Sharp. And it's a lot of drama. Academics laughing at all of them by causing drama while they keep going on Academic show to explain themselves. Like y'all grown men.
Charleston White is making good points out here about them.
Yeah.
He's making some really good points.
No, we're gonna say that for casual conversation, but Charleston White said it back exactly what Sharp said, and Wack just mad about it. Sharp went in. He said he went in at 1 a.m., went to sleep, came back at 1 p.m. The same dudes went to work, came back at 1 a.m. and he said, "Do y'all get paid to be in here?" And they all got offended.
Yeah, yeah, as they should.
Well, they should, bro. Y'all been in there since he said y'all been in here from 1 a.m., 1 p.m., and then 1 a.m. Are y'all getting paid to be in here? And he got offended. And Whack 100, he said, and then they went and stitched to Whack 100 and said he trying to control the room. Y'all grown men. I'm out. y'all know the routine.
Who are these niggas? Oh man.